Hi everyone, I am Jack Red, and I decided that I'm going to review Bleach. Now, I'm a little new to Windows Movie Maker, and hopefully my friend coming over probably this week or so is going to show me how to probably use it, so probably the next video after this is going to be much more interesting than this. So, I regret not having this anime Bleach on my top 10 greatest animes of all time, because it is exactly what I want in an anime. It has good storytelling, interesting characters, a badass feel to it, awesome fights, and I love the weapons. Without question, one of my personal favorites has to be Ichigo's actual sword. Now, believe it or not, at Otakon this past year, I actually got to hold an actual wooden one and a real-life replica of that sword. And let me tell you, it is about as big as a person. Or at least most the size of that sword is about as big as a person. And believe me, I'm not kidding. A friend of mine that was there actually saw me hold it, and he held it, and we had to actually be very careful or we would have got cut. It is that sharp. Okay, the thing I love about Bleach is that with the seasons they were doing, which is currently 13 in Japan, while it's 8 in America, it has some really nice touches to the story. Like, for instance, you know that a lot of the REM cars, either they're espadas or the regulars, or used to be espadas and shit like that, are rivals to the captains, and one but two were Ichigo and Kurosaki. I gotta say that this is definitely one of my personal favorites of all time. In fact, I'm pretty sure this will be on the remake of this list in 5 years' time, with the worst. And I'm just upset that I didn't get the chance to actually sit down and watch it before making that list. I actually regret not having such a good anime on my list, and it is just so damn good. Like, it starts out with this guy named Ichigo Kurosaki who basically runs into a Soul Reaper, and her name is Rukia, and he ends up getting her powers to save not only him, but his family as well, and then that's where shit just hits the fan unexpectedly in the whole story. That's where things start to basically pick up and get more interesting. As the show goes on, so does the action, and the more characters get introduced, more badass villains. I mean, you won't even believe half the shit you're going to see in the show. You hear a lot of good shit about it, and you won't even believe half of it you're going to hear. I mean, it's just that good. To be honest, I have been watching YouTube and this website called Anime Free TV on episodes of Bleach, including the Japanese ones that had yet to hit America's soil, and I gotta say I'm really loving it. It's one of those shows that at first you're like, I'm trying to understand it, and then once you get more into it, it just gets more of a feel on you. It grows on you. It's one of those animes that if you watch, you're not gonna get away from the TV or the computer for that matter. It is just that good. I'm not saying it's the greatest anime of all time, because it's not. But yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Believe it or not, I do have a problem with Bleach. The thing is, with some animes they get fillers, and some just, not needed, and it's totally pointless. Now, I do not mind season 4, 5, 9, and 13, even though 9 and 13 are side stories. But my complaint hits into the thing when it gets into the episodes of 10 and 12. Not all of them, just some of the episodes that do not continue the story and are completely random and it does not need it. Especially that there's no place in the storyline where 9 and 13, both those seasons, don't even fit. It brings up the question, okay, this one princess appears in this one season, and then the next one, she's there in an unneeded episode. It just makes no sense why they do that. God, I just wish they would just stop doing that and just keep doing the manga. That would make me a lot happier and a lot of fans happier, and I know a lot of people are going to agree with me at this point. If you want to know what some of my favorite characters on the show are, I'm pretty sure a lot of you are going to ask this, so I'm just going to say it anyway. I like Captain Kenpachi. The guy's this crazy son of a bitch, and I've never seen anyone that crazy in anime in my life. Really. I also like Grimshaw, Ichigo. I do like Captain Ichigai a little bit. And I like Lieutenant Renji, Lieutenant Matsumoto, even though she runs into a close friend of mine from higher school, Baltimore County. You know, I could go on with this list. It's just, there's some characters I like and some I do not like. You want to know who my least favorite is? God. This is actually a Remcar that basically is gay. And I do not want to offend people who like other of their own sex and all that, but this one character just makes you want to vomit. And seeing its transformed state just makes me want to throw up in the bag and hope my guts would come out. It's just sick. I do not like this character at all. I wish they would have never came up with such a disgusting character. I had to say it's the worst police character I've ever seen in my whole entire life. With that being said, you know, I've seen worse in other animes, even some really, really good ones. But none as sick as this son of a bitch. Seriously, this guy is sick. My conclusion to Bleach is that it is a great series. I fucking love it. It is entertainment. I had to say that I actually think it's better than Dragon Ball Z. You know, for a good while I didn't fight any animes of that caliber, where it's like they go around, they fight people, and they get certain things and certain moves and shit like that. I thought nothing could have topped Dragon Ball Z. I was dead wrong. This was the only one I noticed that was that good. It's just epic. And it's realistic as hell. Like, you see him get cut, you see him bleed, you see some limb skin cut off. God, how can I not say I do not like this show? And not only that, it's the same company that made Death Note, one of my personal favorite animes of all time. So with that being said, I recommend anyone to watch Bleach. It is one of my favorites. And you're welcome to throw any animes at me that I could refill. If I haven't done it yet, I'll try to do a pretty generic refill. If not, I am sorry. And thank you for your requests, thank you for submission, and thank for you, the viewers that really like my work. And I would like to thank all those people with the nasty comments, only because you helped me become stronger over this whole time of not making videos and realizing a lot of the mistakes I did in my videos. So I'm coming back and making even better ones that I ever made in my whole entire life. So thank you very much, and I hope everyone had a good Christmas, if not just past us, and a good New Year's.